So, guys, hi. So, finally, the day is back. The Independence Day. Wow, the flag hoistings, the programs, the sweets that they give in school, the holiday. It's fine. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating the Independence Day of India, the day we got freedom. But, like, every now and then we keep forgetting what exactly the day is. What is Independence Day? People keep writing posts like it's been 78 years since we got independence. Since still people piss on the road, still people throw garbage here, still people assault people. They keep telling all this, but what exactly is Independence Day? It is, and from what did we get independence from? We got independence from the British, from the colonization. So why would it make sense for us to, okay, oh, it's 78 years of independence. Let me just start throwing garbage into the dustbin from now. No, it's Independence Day was we got our control. We got right to rule our own country. We got independence from a nation. That's it. We still didn't get independence from all these things, and it's hard. It's not easy. If you see at other countries like France or USA or England, they have been independent for a long time. Like USA got its independence in 1770s. France, I don't even remember. I don't even remember when it's like the like there was a republic and then there was monarchy and then it's like they were ruling themselves for a long time. Even China has been independent for a long time. But before going to all that, I'd like to wonder some thoughts like what exactly is India? What is a country? One can say it's the land, the border, uh, our border, India, and anything inside it is India, and anything out of that is not India. But then, if someone from India goes to the United States or to the France or to Germany, they go to a different land. They go to a land of France or the land of Germany. Does that make them Germans? Does that make them French? Does that make them English? No, they're still Indians. So land is not something that makes a country. Or is it the people? So there's the people in India are Indians because we are Indians. But let's say two Indian couples go to Italy and then they conceive a baby. Now the baby is still an Indian because mama and papa are Indians. But does that make the baby Indian? No, the baby is Italian now because she was born there. What exactly is in it? It's not land, it's not people. Is it the flag? No. Is it what is it? Is it the cricket team? See, I'm not a biologist or economist, whatever the gist, ecologist, which who deals with all these things like what is a country, what is a pen, what is a gender. I'm not that. But if if you ask me based on what I know, what this country is, I think it's the culture that makes up a country. A dish like chicken butter masala, no matter where it goes, it's still Indian. The tomatoes might be from the England. The spinach might be from. Actually, the tomatoes are from the Americas, like the Mesoamerican, like the pre-English America. Uh, Potatoes are from there. Things chicken might be from Turkey, uh, and then curd might be from Greece. But still, at the end, the product that you get, chicken butter masala, it is Indian. The way it is made, the way it is prepared, the same thing. A human, he might be born anywhere, he might be born on any land, but the culture he grew up in is what makes the country. Um, the, it actually makes sense. Like if you look at Germany, what is Germany? It is punctual. What is France? It is stylish. It is like rebel. What is USA? They are like they do things, they do experiments, they do new things. You can make living out of that. Like it's a blend of everything. Um, the same thing. What is? So if you keep asking what country is, it's the first important thing, like something that you can define is the culture. So the same thing, India means for me, it's the culture, the way we grew up, the way we think, the way we act. This is the country, not the border. And this influence, I think, this goes actually beyond the borders. Like to go like even though we are Indians, the border, like if you look at the Nepal border, if you suddenly just go beyond that border, it's not like people will suddenly start speaking in, you know, thinking different, they wearing different. No, it's like the culture is what defines a country, and I think we are doing pretty well, India. But there is the thing like in every culture we all started as agriculturalists, farmers. No, like we were hunters and gatherers, and then we settled down. We started doing farming, and for most of the humanity, we kept doing farming, because and we didn't have all those machines and all. So if there are four people in your house, all four have to do farming just to get food into your mouth, and that was there for a long time, and it's and many countries as they developed machines, as they developed things, as they developed science, people got like one of like people get they got time, they had some spare time to do something, uh, instead of just doing hard work, labor work, farming, or anything else that is. And it happened in different time periods in different countries. So the West, the USA, the Europe, and all these countries, they advanced in science a lot long before we did. I mean, not to say that we had science, we had different kind of science. Our science was like looking at the stars, astrology, doing things, but but the but the science that what I was trying to say was making people's lives easier. And for that, you have to agree. The West was the first. They made machines, they made things, they made computers, they made all those things a lot before. Like even now, if you go to my village, people don't use tractors or things that they use for farming. They are still. If you go to small villages, they are still like they do farming with oxes and all. And that's why like other countries, they were able to like make themselves free before we did. They were able to figure out what to do with their free time and all these things. They ventured into science, they ventured into sports, they ventured into all these things. People say, why didn't India win a lot of medals in Olympics? Because in my household and in most of my friends' households, uh, if we didn't if we didn't do any job and if we didn't earn anything, uh, I'm telling it with this like shamelessly, but if my generation didn't earn, in me and most of my friends houses, there's nothing to eat. We'll starve to death, because we don't have much property. Most of the people don't have much property, and this is the only way. I mean, I was good at Coco, or I was good at running, but if I had pursued that path, maybe I would not be able to. Maybe I could have gotten a gold medal, or maybe I didn't. But that's the risk that I can't take. It's not I don't want to take; it's that I cannot take. Um, like, even if I fail, and even if I fail, I'll be left with no job, nothing to do, and that is something the people in USA or in China or in France, that is something they can afford. But here, this is something that I can't afford. So this is our generation. At this point, we just started earning. We just started after all the household chores and after all the necessities. We just started to save up a little bit to do things that we love, to travel, to buy things, to buy good clothes, to travel, to to go in flights, to buy useless things like iPads, not useless, but something that we love, PlayStations and all these things. And this is the generation that to hit this. Our next generation, they'll have some money. They can take risks. They can, they can from sixth class, instead of going into IIT coaching, they can go into sports, into art, into research, all these things. Don't Let's not be very hard on our country. And I think we just started to have, we just started to grow, we just started to take risks. We started to question everything. Why use Google? Why use Facebook? Why use KFC? Why not create our own you know uh, fast food center in India? Why do we use foreign clothes? Why do we use Apple? Why do we use Samsung? Let's We have resources. Like, it's the time where we started thinking, yeah, we have resources. We can do all these things, and this is something that we need to celebrate. Just uh, just like two generations. In just two generations, we went from starving to having some extra cash in our hands, having to do something that we love, and that is a milestone. I don't think USA or France or Germany or Italy, they became what they are overnight. Took them, I'm sure it took them a lot more time than it took for us to get to this point. And after this, it's just the possibilities. And independence is something that we need to have from ourselves. Like, we just got this free time, but we got this free time at a point where we have all these distractions. Like, other countries got it a lot long before, like 50, 60 years ago, they were free. Like, I mean, apart from having food, they were free to do what they want. But now we came to this point at this point where there's a lot of distractions. There is Instagram, there is YouTube, lot of things. And this is really challenging. This is something that we something we should be careful of. We should have independence. We should be independent, uh, like, from our thoughts. Like, you want to do something great, you want to do something for yourself, for your people, for your country, for the world. and and at this point, your brain will keep telling the cheap dopamine, keep telling, oh, let's go watch one more reel, let's do this, let's do that. But still, we have to, like, keep our minds straight. you know it's like that movie Aadu Jeevitam, if you have seen. It's a Malayalam movie in which he is, like, stuck in the desert with goats, and then he lives with goats. Then he becomes a goat slowly, and then he can't speak. And then just once in a while, when he sees his face in the mirror, then that's when he remembers, no, he's not a goat, he's a human. He has to go back to his country. Think we are all in that thing. We are all stuck in this desert, where desert of distractions, uh, we of on these reels, of this YouTube and all these things. And once in a while, we keep, oh no, you realize this is not what I am for. I have to do something big. I have to do something great. And then you have to preserve that feeling. You have to preserve that, because it's so easy to lose that. Just one, you're just let me let me put it this way. You're just one notification away from being great. And that is something that we think we need to have. We, as a country, as people, we should have independent. We should be independent of all these distractions. We should be able to do what we love, what we want. Like, if I think of how, like, not just that, like, independence of our thoughts. Our parents, they keep telling, they're stuck at, like, caste feelings, religious feelings, which doesn't make sense anymore. But still, we need to, like, let go of all that. We need to let go of all this. We should be able to marry who we love. We should be able to treat everyone the same. I think when it comes to caste system, apart from marriage, I think, apart from that, in our generation, I think caste system is mostly eliminated. Like, I don't see my friends as from what caste they are from. I don't even remember the last time I talked about what caste I was or what caste my friends were. About just the marriage, this thing which we are still clinged on to. I think our generation, or mostly next generation, we should eradicate that also. And I hope our grand generation, our grandchildren, they'll be completely they will completely eradicate it. The caste feeling be completely eradicated from their generation. And similarly, as a humanity, we'll do the same thing with religion. Eventually, maybe 6 or 7 generations or 10 generations apart, after that, we'll let go of all this Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jain religious feelings. Um, and I think the future is good as long as we have this independence of thought, uh, independence of distractions, and independence to think big. Like why not we start a company which competes with Apple in making smartphones? Why not make a cloud? Why not make something better than AWS? Why not make something r- a lot better than McDonald's, like Rameshwaran Cafe? More like that. Why not in each and every city, each and every street? Why not make it big? Why do we have to surrender to all these foreign companies, foreign eateries? Why do we have to spend all our money, send all our money there? We need to have this independence of thinking big, independence of you know believing that we can change the world. Apart from that, I think if we do all this, I think there are really good days ahead of us. Slowly, India's infrastructure is getting better. It should get better. It's like more flyovers, more metros. They're like when I was young, no metros anywhere apart from Delhi, Kolkata. But now see, most of the cities I go to, there are metros. Really good highways. If you go to Hyderabad, you've gotten highway to go anywhere. Same thing with Bangalore. The roads are getting better. The infrastructure is getting better. The education system is getting better. And just that we started to have some income. We started to invest in things that we love. Our childrens will be finally they'll be I mean, by our childrens, I mean, in every family there will be a generation at what point they don't have to think about the food and all, and they can just do what they love. I think this generation or the next generation is where this will arrive in most of the families. We'll keep on doing good things. We'll keep doing great things. Will make the streets safer. The more that we need education, we need things, and that is something we are getting. And I see that the future is really good for us. I imagine I see a day when we are independent truly, not just from the British, but from all the other things. We're independent to do what we want. We'll be really good at many things. We'll have our own products, our own things. And I look to India like that, and I really wish that this happens in my lifetime. And yeah, happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.